Well, James, we got a long drive to St. Louis, about 6 hours, early in the morning. What are your plans to do along the way?
Well, Tanner, I think I might just have some ideas. Our first stop of the trip was the American Gothic house. Located in Eldon, Iowa, the house was built in 1887. It appears in the background of artist Grant Wood's American Gothic painting, which helped start regionalism in art. The house was donated to the Iowa State Historical Society in 1991 by then-owner Carl Smith, and now neighbors a museum honoring artist Grant Wood's many works. We spoke to Holly Berg of the State Historical Society to find out more about its history and some surprising facts.
The two models in the painting are Grant Wood's sister and his dentist. So that's usually the first thing that people are floored by. They think it was two people that literally lived in that house, but that's not the case. Every year since opening the museum next to the American Gothic house 9 years ago, we've had a record every year. So last year we had a little over 16,000 visitors through the museum doors.
And of course, Tanner and I had to take a photo ourselves.
While dressing up and touring the inside of the house was a blast, we still had more to do before we wrapped up the trip. Next on our list was Hannibal, Missouri, the childhood home of famed writer Mark Twain.
Mark Twain, known here in Hannibal as Samuel Clemens, is the author of many classic American novels. Two in particular, though, serve as Midwest classics. They are The Adventures of Huckleberry Finn and Tom Sawyer. And like those two, Mark Twain liked to take a lot of, shall we say, adventures. So let's take one of our own, maybe beneath the city. The Mark Twain Cave is the largest of a system of caves in Hannibal. No matter the weather outside, the cave naturally stays at 52 degrees year-round. On our tour, we were able to see the signatures of many famous and even infamous members of society scratched or painted into the walls, most notably that of Jesse James. Be sure not to add your own, though, as doing so could land you a $5,000 fine and a year in jail. Two of the cave's most attractive features are Aladdin's Palace and the frozen waterfall.
After leaving the cave, James and I drove to our hotel in St. Louis, knowing there was only one more stop we wanted to make on our way back to Des Moines the next day, Central Iowa's own Pella.
Known for its proud Dutch heritage and a windmill-filled landscape, Pella is a haven for Dutch goods and beautiful scenery. Early May is tulip time, so be sure to take some time to stop and smell the tulips and enjoy a handmade Dutch letter. For Tanner Jones, I'm James Martin.